What's going on, peoples? It's your boy Chino back at it again. Guys, today we got some kind of exciting shit, kind of not exciting shit, right? Obviously, we got to spot clean some cages, right? Christina, Banshee, tore her stuff up. And then Saber, absolute menace, got to clean hers too. But more importantly, 3 out of the 4 new snakes that we have just shed, right? So Anubis, the Egyptian cobra. Then we also have Riso, the Central American rattlesnake, also shed, as well as our Siamese spitting cobra. So we're going to go through, we're going to get them out, check out the shed, make sure everything's good, no nasty dookies, nothing like that in the enclosures. We'll be able to handle them a little bit, get a feel, see how they're doing. I do believe Riso does have some stuck shed on him, looking at it, which is fine, right? It'll be okay. We just got to work around his spiciness, per se. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a fun one. Check it out. Sweet. So the first one that we're going to tend to is going to be Riso, the Central American rattlesnake. This is Crotalus simus, right? These guys have a pretty nasty venom. I definitely wouldn't want to get bit by these guys. Honestly, if I had to choose between getting bit by this guy or a Western Diamondback, I'm getting bit by a Western all freaking day, just because these guys' venom, like I said, it's gnarly. He's probably a little agitated just because shed is not fun, right? When a snake is going through shed, they tend to be a little bit more on the aggy side, right? You always want to make sure that they're comfy. So there we go. There he is. Like I said, guys, you can see that stuck shed on him. It's all over his body. We got to dial in his, not only his temps, but we also have to dial in his humidity as well. These guys, it's not necessarily that they like it to be arid, but keeping the humidity in a better climate for them is going to be the most ideal. Maybe might be able to just push some of this off because there's that nice big piece right there. This is a rattlesnake that you want to definitely be super careful with. Like I said, pretty toxic when it comes to rattlesnakes. Definitely not the most toxic, but a bite from this guy would be a bad day for sure. Look at those tongue flicks. Absolutely nuts. Look at that, guys. Definitely not the prettiest right now, like I said, because he has that stuck shed on him, but we're going to get him squared away. Should only take about 30-45 minutes to get all of this off, and once it's off, hopefully he'll be just as calm. All right, sweet. Took a little longer than I wanted to, but on to the next. Cool. So Riso is in the tub right now. He's getting a very minimal soak to try to get everything off of him. While we're waiting on him to soak, we're going to go ahead and take out Anubis and check out his shed, because this is his first time shedding with us. So we're going to see how it goes. So Anubis is a long-term captive male Egyptian cobra who came from one of my good buddies, who actually, I know the original owner, and his original name was King Tut. Very, very cool cobra for sure. Very reactive, very alert animal as well. So this is Naya Haja. Oh, come on, Bubba. And he looks gorgeous after his shed. Just simply beautiful. He looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. If he wants to cooperate, I don't want to stick my arm all the way in there to grab him. Here we go. He's not too bad at all. There we go. Look at him. Very, very twitchy individual as well. So we're going to go ahead and get him in this tote real quick. Or attempt to get him in the tote, I should say. You're just not cooperating now, are you, bub? Just not cooperating at all. He ain't the smartest cobra, I'll say that much. He had a full open tote and just wasn't utilizing it to the best of his abilities. That's crazy. Love it. Absolutely love it. I will say, what I love about cobras is those large head scales. And this is what I was talking about right here. You got one eye cap right there and another eye cap right there. That is the biggest thing you always want to check for whenever you have a snake that is in shed. Making sure, number one, you get all of the shed off of them. And number two, making sure that those eye caps are no longer there. Because over time, if those eye caps build up enough, it can actually cause the snake to go blind. And that's something that we don't want. Go ahead, get him squared away. Then go ahead, make sure this is all nice and fluffed up for him, clean, and then get him back in here. All right, guys, make sure Anubis' home is all good. Go ahead and pop the latches on this guy. So now we're going to go ahead and get him back in his enclosure. When he's out of his enclosure, he's pretty flighty. All he really wants to do is run. But once he's in his enclosure, he's actually a very defensive and territorial individual. And that's very common with cobras. That's just something that's normal. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Simply obsessed with these creatures. I feel like not enough people nowadays have this type of appreciation. Even though these snakes are some of the most venomous in the world, people let fear rule their minds. But with education comes knowledge. And with knowledge, it debunks fear. So one of the main questions that I always get asked all the time is, what am I scared of, right? If I'm being blatantly honest, sharks terrify me. I hate them. Absolutely, no, can't do it. Nope. You tell me to go cage diving? Absolutely not. You got it. Bring a GoPro down there for me. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to reptiles, there's not a lot that I'm scared of because it's the knowledge that's there behind it. So I highly encourage all of you guys to educate yourselves and ask the questions that not a lot of people are asking, because knowledge is wealth. That is at least my biggest takeaway for you guys. All right, guys. So Anubis is back home. We got one more that had shed out that we're going to go ahead, make sure her enclosure is all good. You can already tell by the face shield. You know what we're dealing with. It's a spitter, right? Spitters are great. They're beautiful. They're amazing animals. Some of them very reluctant to spit. Some of them are absolute fire hoses that don't have an off button. So this individual right here is one of those. She is none other than a Siamese or Siamese spitting cobra, also known as Indo-Chinese spitting cobra. She wasn't handled a whole lot. So she is pretty reactive, very, very slow movements. Even though I have the face shield on, I try not to look her dead in the eye because that's what sets her off and makes her want to spit. We about to have some fun, boys. I will say, I hate the way that the face masks, it makes me sound because it's so muffled. You know what I mean? It's also kind of hard to see her. She is right there in that corner. I'm going to drag my little midget stool over here and try to snag her. Woo, yep, she ain't having none of it. I might have to take the hide out. She ain't having none of this shit. There's her head. Stop it. Very, very reactive individual. She's also probably hungry too because she's been in blue for about 2 weeks and we haven't really been able to work with her, like I said, because she has been in shed. So we've been giving her that time and trying to just let her chill out, let her do her thing, let her get acclimated is the biggest thing. Come on, mama. What you gonna do? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Come on, baby. Oh, she went into her hide. Damn. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this bad Johnny out. Nope, come on. Don't do that, baby. There it is. Cool. So now we can just go ahead, get her out. So she hasn't spit just yet. No, I know it's coming. I know she's ready to light me up because I'm pissing her off. Every second that this takes is going to annoy the living crap out of her. There it is. That just ripped up her shed. So, like I said, I'm not going to try to antagonize her too much. Just going to go ahead and try to get her into this tote as calmly as possible. So that way we can just go ahead, let her do her thing, get her cleaned up and all of that. And like I said, guys, she is a very reactive cobra. She wasn't handled a whole lot in the past by her previous owner. No fault of his own. He just probably didn't know what he was getting himself into when he was looking to get a spitter. Everybody always says Indo-Chinese spitters have a very good temperament. They don't spit a lot. Not true. Any type of spitting cobra can and will spit. And some of them can be really wily, right? Just like her. But she's not too bad, you know what I mean? She's okay. You just got to know how to work with them. Got to know how to keep them calm. Got to know what to do in certain situations. And it's looking like she doesn't want to go into her thing. And she's doing like a weird half hood right now. Not a huge fan of that. Because usually in my experience, half hoods mean they're about to light you up. So I'm just trying to get her into this tote. So that way we can go ahead and get in her enclosure and clean it out. Come on, stay in there. Nope, of course not. Because we are always at the mercy of the animal, right? Always the mercy of the animal. Shit, I got flipped over. Nope, come here. And this is actually one of the species that wifey most wanted. And I get it, they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. The variability that comes with Indo-Chinese spitters, absolutely beautiful, unmatched. I've seen some with banding, just a clean stripe, cow spots. Some of them are high black like this one, but spitters nonetheless, they're great. So tread lightly if somebody tells you to get a spitter, because I damn sure will never tell you to get a spitter. All right, sweet. So we got Saber enclosure all good to go. She's still in here. She is, I guarantee you, as soon as I open this lid, she's gonna fry me. Sharpshooter type shit. Oh my God, it's gonna be insane. If she does, great, because I'm gonna slow-mo it so y'all can see how accurate these snakes are. Because the main question that I get asked all the time is, well, if they spit and they can spit up to 8 feet away, how accurate are they really? The answer is extremely accurate. These guys are insane. Army sniper type insane. Navy SEAL type of insane. So let's see how she's feeling. Oh man, I love it. She is on this side. I just looked under. I'm gonna make sure her head's pointed in that direction. 9 times out of 10, usually what happens is they're gonna spin around real quick as soon as the lid opens up, because then they're gonna be like, oh, what the hell is going on? Just gotta be very calm. All right, that's cool too. And she's just gonna welcome herself on out. That's great. She's being all right. The biggest thing that you don't want to do with any cobra is let them wrap around your wrist. If they wrap around your finger, cool, right? That's fine. You can easily maneuver around that. God, she is so soft. So freaking soft. Beautiful species of cobra. Love it. Like I said, I don't want to handle her too much because her spitting is just going to create for a lot of issues. We're going to go ahead and get her back in here. Not have her come back out, please and thank you. No, ma'am. Go back home. All right, you want to come back out? Fine. Here, come on, come back out. Yep, now go back in. Go ahead. Just going to quickly close that before she ends up popping back out. Oh my goodness, it's so stressful, guys. Ugh. But nonetheless, love the snake. Amazing species to be able to work with. Once we work with her more, her temperament is going to get better. It's just going to take some time. Same thing with Riso, same thing with Siamese, same thing with Christina. Everything has just taken time to get the snakes calmed down. That's what we do. Just calmly work with them, create positive interaction, and then go from there. All right, guys. Sable's back home, ready to rip. She's chilling. We're going to end up feeding her later. So now we got to check on Riso, make sure he's good, and try to figure out how we're going to get the rest of this stuck shed off of him. And it looks like my idea was working, but not quite. So it's just going to be a very long, slow process. It's been about 20 minutes he's been in here. I just want to check on him, make sure he's good. And if I really need to, I'll have to pin him to try and get some of the shed off. You can see right here where so this is his new skin right here. This is his old skin. So all of this is still under shed, right? So if I just take the hook gently, I can peel that back. So I can do one of two things, right? I can sit here and I can work this, and that covers the top of him, right? The top of his body, but that doesn't get the underbelly, right? The ventral scales. So like I said, one of two things is either going to have to happen. We're going to have to continuously work on that shed, or we are going to have to pin him and be very careful because the tubes that we ordered have not come in yet, the proper sizes that we needed. So we gotta adapt, but it's all a part of keeping reptiles. You just gotta weigh out the pros and cons before you ever do anything, and obviously have the best interest of the animal in mind. Obviously, he doesn't know that we're trying to help him. He just sees us as a big, scary predator that's towering over him, taking a weird metal thing, trying to get him, right? All right, you didn't want to be on the hook? That's fine. Thanks, bud. Thanks for letting me know like that. That was cool. Stay in there. I don't need you shooting out at me. Really, I just need him to move. Once he moves around, should be able to get most of the shed off. It's okay, buddy. All right, it's okay. What I could also try too is just moving him back into his enclosure, and hopefully he moves around enough and enough water has gotten under his scales that it'll just carry down and push most of the old shed off. So that is also another option as well. I think that might be our best option as of now, because that would be less invasive. It wouldn't put me in a position where I would get bit. It wouldn't put him in a position where he could potentially bite me. It's just going to be very quick, seamless, up and over, right? Because like I said before, These guys are a very toxic species of rattlesnake, and you do not want to get bit by these guys. It would ruin your day. More so than that of a Western, more so than that of an Eastern, even Mojave, I personally feel like. These guys are rough. But definitely a beautiful species of snake to be able to work with, for sure. Dude, why do you keep doing that? God, he's so derpy. I love him. God. And I want you to notice, not once has he rattled. Not hardly once. Which is very cool, but also very nerve-wracking, right? A rattlesnake that doesn't rattle sketches me the hell out. He's looking. So I think what we are going to do is... Oh, I want to keep on trying to get this off, but I know it's not going to come off. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're just going to put him back in his enclosure and hope that a good amount of water got in between his new scales and the old scales, the new skin and the old skin. And we're just going to go from there, right? And just keep an eye on him. We're just going to have to periodically work to make sure that he is good. What are you going to do, buddy? What are you going to do? He's a pretty chill rattlesnake for the most part. Most people that have either worked with him or had run-ins with him have said that he is absolutely nuts, which respectfully he can be, right? He's not a saint, but he does have his moments though where he's pretty chill. And Sable's over here looking me dead in the eye as I put Riso back. Oh boy, you're gonna spit at the glass, aren't you? Yeah, there it is. She's looking real hard. Oh, she's just beating at the glass now. Cool. All right, so as we keep an eye on Riso, because we already know we're gonna have to, hopefully the tubes come in soon. We'll just be able to non-invasively tube him, get the rest of the shed off, and then look closer into why he had the stuck shed. Obviously means it was too dry, but what humidity parameters does he need to be at? More fine-tune things, dial it in. It's just something that we have to go through from time to time when it comes to reptiles. It doesn't mean that he's in harm. Like I said, we're just going to keep on watching him and make sure that he's good. And hopefully he continues to cooperate the way that he did, because he was actually being very good from what I was told before we obtained him. So we're just going to keep an eye on him, and now we're going to get into some more cleaning. So we got Christina, Saber, and Sanami left to do, and that is it. All right, guys, sick. Riso is back up. Now we got Christina, our partially trained Western Diamondback. Rattlesnake. Hey, you gonna be a good girl? Come on. Come here, baby. She's a pretty good rattlesnake through and through. We've had her for a very long time. Now we're just gonna go ahead and do that. God damn it. God, I hate these fucking totes so fucking much. Damn, this sucks. There we go. Sweet. I love it. I hate totes with lips on them. Fucking terrible. They just make it damn near impossible to latch properly. All right. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Spicy, yo. Holy crap. Smells like freaking rats and quail and just all the nastiness. There we go. Alrighty. Go ahead and give this a nice little fluff skis. So I like to keep her particularly on Aspen. The main reason why is because it pulls or blocks out humidity. This is an arid species and they like it more dry. So it just keeps her less moist, if you will. Who loves that word? Who loves the word moist? Just real quick, real simple. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Where's her head at? It's over here. Sweet. Hi, baby. Damn. All right. Little tap skis. Let her know that she's not getting fed. Damn. Why you do that? Why you do that? You gonna calm down now? She's really antsy. Go ahead, calm down. I know you want to. It's okay. You're good. It's fine. See? Just like that, guys. Like I said, she's a pretty well-mannered Western. Like, everybody says they're crazy. You know what I mean? They're not that bad, in my opinion. I've come across some wild Westerns, but she's not too terrible. Put her back in there. And then we will be getting her some more water. We just have to clean out her water bowl because it's got some nasty dookies in there. She loves to poop in her water. Don't know why, but hey, I'm not complaining, because majority of the time it's in the water bowl and not on the substrate. So we're chilling. Up next, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do Saber. Oh, Lord, Saber. She's a special one. I will say that, right? She, again, is a cobra who spits and has a metabolism of another worldly being. Because I can feed her on Sunday, right? She'll poop by Monday. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Typically, she's pretty reluctant to spit for the most part. But that doesn't mean that I'm just not going to go ahead and be cautious when working with her. because anything can happen, right? You never know what an animal is truly thinking. There we go. So right into here she goes. And she's gotten so big. Oh my goodness. Come on. You want to go in the toe? You want to go in there, please? And thank you. Sweet. All right, cool. Like I said, pretty reluctant to spit, which is great. So honestly, it does make it a little bit easier and less nerve-wracking working with her. We're just going to go through, spot clean all of this stuff out. And then we are getting ready for our, and what would I call it? Quarterly substrate change. We got all of our bricks up there. It's a little bit of a mix. We use Pro Cocoa and then also the Zoomed coconut chips. They're all roughly about the same size. I have found those work best for us just because they hold moisture pretty well. We don't have to rehydrate them as often. Cleaning is super easy with all this stuff. So that's why we continue to use it. And also some of our boas, they like it a little bit in between, right? It's not super moist, but also not super dry, right there in the middle. And the coconut chips, in our opinion, works the best. But obviously, depending on where you're at, use whatever works best for you guys. And again, like I said, we are going to make sure that Christina and Saber both get more water. We just have to scrub out their water bowls, put them back in there, fill them up, and then we're good to go. And then after this, we're going to do sonomy real quick. And then that's it, guys. Got to go ahead, make sure that everything is properly defrosted. And then we will be making a sub-only post on TikTok for the feeding. If you guys want to watch any of that stuff, go ahead and subscribe over on TikTok so you can watch these beautiful animals eat. There we go, just like that. Look at her. Absolutely gorgeous. How can you not love cobras, even though this one doesn't really hood up? She just kind of sits there and stares at you like a weird noodle. I don't know. But she's beautiful, though, nonetheless. All right, you ready? Oh, you did? Oh, shit. All right, guys. Sweet. So I went ahead and I pulled Sonomy's hide out. We just got to get a little bit of nasty dookies by his water bowl. So we're going to go ahead and work with him real slow. Make sure that he is good. This is our Mangshan pit viper, also known as Protobothrops mangshanensis. These guys are a critically endangered species from the Hunan mountain range in China. Very springy species to work with. Protobothrops is not only some of the most beautiful snakes in the world, but also some of the most defensive and springy, and their bite freaking sucks, right? If those of you out there that understand a lot about snakes, you know that Protobothrops, in my opinion, and I hope most of y'all's opinion as well, is just as bad as Bothrops, and honestly Lachesis as well, because these guys will lock onto you like heat-seeking missiles and will not take their eyes off of you. Just a beautiful male Mangshan, absolutely gorgeous. I can't get enough of him. I love this guy. He's freaking amazing. So hopefully he wants to cooperate. We're going to be able to get him into this tote relatively easily. Nope, it doesn't look like it. He did not like that at all. He's wrapping his tail around his body. One thing that you'll notice about these guys, they tense up quite a bit. And hopefully I'll be able to just get him in this tote, keep him in there. Everything will be all good, hopefully. Because taking a bite from this guy would not be fun at all. It would suck exponentially. Ooh, nice little dookie from the Mangshan. Look at that, guys. It's yummy. I want to eat that. It's great. Crazy. Hey, if somebody paid me enough, I'd probably do it. I don't know. Neither, not saying that I would or wouldn't. Throwing it out there. All right, so make sure that's nice and fluffed up. Got those out of there. Need to put his hide in there. All right, cool. Good to go. See, super quick, super easy. Nothing crazy, not super invasive. If y'all can't take the time to clean out snakes enclosures like this, because I know some people that are just, meh, I get it. Life is hectic. You know what I mean? One alternative, you could ask people for help. I do it all the time because there's a lot of animals. I ask wifey for help all the freaking time. And she's like, because she loves working with the snakes too. Do something that y'all are passionate about. All right, here we go. This is my boy, my freaking dog. So one tell that I've adopted with Mangshans, when they start to really flex those venom glands on the top of their head, that's how they're starting to get a little agitated. His tongue flicks right now tell me that he's smelling the air. He knows that it's feeding night. he knows. So if anything were to happen, it's purely out of a feeding response. That's why Christina struck the way she did earlier. That's why some of these cobras were acting the way that they were, because it was a feeding response. No fault of them. It is feeding night. We just have to take care of stuff before the coming week because it's going to be real busy. We're just going to go ahead. Look at him. Look at that. We're going to go ahead, get him right on back into his home, ready to go. Place him in there nice and gently. Go ahead and slide that closed. And all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If y'all want to go ahead and watch the feeding, check out our TikTok pin. It's going to be pinned in the comments below, or in the description below, rather. And don't forget, drop a follow, comment, subscribe, share, because that doesn't hurt either. We're chasing it, man. We're chasing dreams over here. If y'all are interested in t-shirts as well, go ahead and hit us up on Instagram. That link will also be in the description below. We got shirts coming. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a wild ride. We got more stuff popping off with the shed. So stay tuned because it's going to be a fun one. And until next time, guys, y'all remember, follow your dreams, be safe. Peace, love, and chicken grease.